In this step, we'll verify that all scan points are placed correctly. Essentially, we're recreating the position of each scan point to make sure the virtual walkthrough accurately matches the real layout of the property. This helps visitors move naturally through the space and ensures the final presentation is as accurate as possible. In most cases, the auto location feature places the scan points correctly, so no changes are needed. However, it's important to review every scan point carefully. Occasionally, the system may not correctly understand the relationship between certain rooms, which can result in some scan points being placed incorrectly. For each scan point, you'll see its suggested location, if it's already positioned correctly, and move on to the next one. If a scan point is incorrectly placed, you'll need to edit it. First, click Edit. This allows you to adjust the position of any scan points that have been placed incorrectly. All of the scan points that were previously placed will now be hidden, giving you a clean view while you reposition them more accurately. When you're ready, click Start to begin. You'll then be guided through each scan point one at a time. For every position, you'll need to select the other scan points that are visible from that location. The rotating panoramic images are there to help you understand the space and make it easier to place each scan point correctly. First, select the scan point you want to correct from the list on the left. Next, select all of the scan points that are visible from that position. Essentially, ask yourself, from this scan point, which other scan points can I see? If you can see into another room or see another scan point, it should be selected. Once you've selected all visible scan points, click Next to continue. It's very important to select every visible point, even if you've already reviewed or edited it earlier in the process. If a scan point is visible from the current position, it must be included. Position currently shown on the screen, which is labeled Camera 1, we can see 4 other scan points. That means we need to select all 4 visible scan points. From this position, we can see Camera 0, Camera 2, Camera 4, and Camera 6. Once you've selected the visible scan points, click Place 4 markers. The selected scan points will then appear one at a time, allowing you to place each one in its correct position. Keep in mind that the system does not remember the connections you've created for other scan points. Each scan point is treated as a new position, so you must select and place all visible scan points again, even if you've already placed them while editing another camera. For example, from Camera 1, you still need to place the marker for Camera 0, even if you already positioned it when editing Camera 0. This process must be repeated for every scan point to ensure the walkthrough is connected correctly. Once you've finished placing all of the scan point markers, click Continue to move on to the next scan point. After you've completed a scan point, it will be marked with a green check mark. This makes it easy to keep track of your progress and see which scan points have already been reviewed. Continue this process until every scan point has been checked and all markers have been placed correctly. If you notice that you've made a mistake, you can always go back and make changes. Even if a scan point has been marked with a green check mark, you can reopen it and adjust the marker positions at any time before completing the review. If you've already verified that the remaining scan points are positioned correctly while reviewing the virtual tour, you can simply click Skip Camera. In this example, we're happy with the placement of the remaining scan points. So we'll choose Skip Camera and move on. This means you only need to edit scan points that have been placed incorrectly. There's no need to review every single camera if its position is already correct and all of the necessary visible scan points have been identified from that location. Now, take a moment to move through the entire virtual tour and experience the flow. Does everything look and feel right? Great. If you notice anything that needs adjusting, simply click Edit, return to the relevant scan point, and make the necessary changes. Congratulations! You've successfully completed and verified your virtual tour. It's now ready to be published and shared. We hope this process has been straightforward and has helped you create an accurate, professional presentation of the property.